We'll be looking at pictures of functions. We're looking for a few specific ideas. The first is a max or a min, which would really just be, is there a high or is there a low? Some common graphs that have a high and a low would be those U-shaped graphs that we've been plotting. In this position, this is the highest my graph goes, so we would call that a max. If I flip that over, we would call that a min. Now if we looked at just a straight line, notice it goes in both directions, so there is no max or min. Another situation is we might have a graph that does something like this. Well, because it increases forever or decreases, we would say there's no high or low. But in this region, this would be a high point, and in this region, this would be a low point. Increasing and decreasing. We always want to know if the graph is getting bigger or getting smaller. To read increase and decreasing, we must realize that we always read graphs left to right. So if I'm increasing, I want to see, is my graph rising? And if I'm decreasing, is my graph falling? Taking a couple examples here. Notice as I move left to right, my graph is always going up, so we say that it is this increasing. In this case, I'm going up. I actually stop and then come back down. So here my graph is increasing, going up. Here my graph is going down or decreasing. And this would just be the opposite. I'm coming down and then I'm increasing. So as I read, I'm decreasing, and then once I hit this point, then I start to increase. And sometimes we switch gears all the way through. Here I'm increasing, and then I'm going to decrease, and then I'm going to increase. So I'm increasing, here I'm decreasing, and here I'm increasing. So what we want to do is recognize this is an increase. In this section, this is a decrease. It's going down. Notice you've got to read left to right. And when we put some of these things together, we get this idea called concavity. Concavity is a cupping look. I'm cupping or concave up, and in this section I'm concave down. So this is up because the cup is up. This is down because the cup is down. Now, how can I distinguish that? Well, if I'm looking here, I'm decreasing and then I'm increasing, and it's going to form that shape. In the second situation, to be concave down, here I'm increasing, and then all of a sudden I turn around and decrease. So I went from increasing to decreasing. So this concavity, like increasing, decreasing, and max min, can be mixed in. So I'm looking for cupping down, I'm looking for cupping up. So in this graph I have both. In this first scenario, I'm increasing to decreasing, so this region is concave down. In the second half of the graph, I am increasing and decreasing. So I'm increasing here and I'm decreasing, decrease, increase. And so that you can just look at it visually and tell that this is concave up. So you'd be looking for that up and downness of your graph.